Hello, welcome to Tier Fun. I'm Andrew, your guide through Modern, and today I'm bringing to you Jeskai Miracles in Modern. Before we get into it, I lost the first game of my first match to weird audio pops. Thankfully, it seemed that they were only in like that first game plus a little bit of the sideboarding. But from there on out, it looks good. I went over it pretty closely. I didn't listen to the entire hour, but I think I'm comfortable enough uploading it. I'm pretty sure the audio is good for the games, for the second and third games of the league, or sorry, the queue, and also in the final games of the first match. So we just lost the first one. So you're joining me post sideboarding of game one. We lost the first one to like opponent top deck a lightning bolt right when we were about to stabilize. And we're playing against Jeskai control, but well, we're playing against Jeskai, and I wasn't 100% sure. The turn before the last, they played Pestermite, so I wasn't 100% sure if that was a value Pestermite or if it was a Jeskai Kiki Jiki list. So I sideboarded it into game two with a bit of uncertainty on what I was playing against. So that sets the stage essentially for where we are. The deck is a Miracles deck in Modern. Since I played Riverwise Augur, or Brian Storm, as at least I'm calling him, I don't know if the rest of the internet is. Brian Storm got me thinking in my Blue Moon Empyrean list that perhaps Miracles is a deck that he can maybe enable now that we have access to Opt and Riverwise Augur. Maybe it's time to test that out. I've seen a few blue-white Miracles lists. One was linked in the last video I uploaded in the comments. I think it was, I'm going to forget your name, but shout out to you. No, I'm not going to remember it. I know I'm going to misquote it or I'm going to missay your name, but thank you for bringing that list to my attention. It was a list that I was actually very interested in trying out, and I tested it in one match, but the big caveat was that I didn't have Celestial Colonnade. So instead of testing a list where Celestial Colonnade was available and is a very good win con, I don't know if you've played against Jeskai with Celestial Colonnade, but if you can get to a late game, Colonnade is massively great. But I think playing that deck without Colonnade hurts it enough that I wanted to take my own spin. And I saw there was a Bant list running around. I think it's Kenji Samura, one of the great Magic players from Japan, had brainstormed a list with Bant and Nissa, the new one. I think it's something Animist. I don't know. Spoiler alert, in case you haven't noticed, I'm very bad with names. But essentially using her Scry 2 ability, her +2 to Scry 2, as like a 3-mana planeswalker that gets you to Scry. And I thought that was a good place to start, but then I started thinking, what about red? And so I decided, I play Jeskai or blue-red basically a lot of the time anyway, so that's where my mind goes. But the list allows you to run Electrolyze, red allows you to run Electrolyze, and Saheeli Rai. Saheeli Rai with the 1 damage, it gives you a little bit of a clock. Plus, I think Saheeli Rai's minus ability is maybe better. It's at least as good as, I think, in this list, as good as Anissa's, which is -2 to copy one of your creatures, essentially, for a turn. So, yeah, turns out copying a Snapcaster or copying a Riverwise Augur is pretty gasoline. So, yeah, I think Saheeli's in a good spot, and I wanted to test... Basically, I wanted to test something that no one else had done, to my knowledge. I'm sure someone has. It's Magic. Everyone's done everything. But yeah, that's why I'm testing Jeskai, because I think I want to test out a Saheeli Rai in this one. I think Nissa going Bant is very powerful as well. So I don't think you can go wrong with Bant. I don't think you can go wrong with any color combination right now. I think whenever there's a new deck idea, it's best to attack it from as many angles as possible, and let the collective Magic community coalesce around what works and what doesn't. So we're just throwing some data against the wall, seeing what works and what doesn't. And yeah, I'm excited to test it out. This is my first time playing the Jeskai list, is when I recorded it. I played the blue-white, like I said, I played the blue-white list just to get a feel. Usually I try to play a couple matches before I record just to make sure the deck isn't hot garbage. Sometimes I don't have time for that. And so we didn't, the blue-white list seemed good, playable. And the Jeskai list, well, we'll find out in the videos. But yeah, that's the deck tech. We're going to jump in on game 2 of match 1. We're down 0-1. And yep, then we have 3 games in total. But only one part of the first game won. Sorry about that. I thought I'd fix my audio issues. Turns out they still exist somewhere. So that's something I'm going to be looking out for. I even had my headset. I checked on it. At least in game 1, it sounded good, but turns out it wasn't. So it's a different problem than I thought. But anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's get to magic. Ding. But we don't have many. We're kind of just looking for Keranos. Okay, this hand looks phenomenal. And we were playing 2 turns behind because of that double Glacial Fortress nonsense we had to deal with. I want to keep access to my opt for as long as possible in this deck. Ooh, Prairie Stream. Yeah, let's get Island. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get Island. That's kind of really awful for us. Okay, yeah, we'll top you. Unfortunate. Only running 1. I feel like more so than most people, I'm incredibly unlucky when it comes to drawing my 1 or 2 ofs that I don't want to draw until the end of the game, or not at all. I draw Platinum Empyrean so often, it's not even funny. Okay, cool. So I don't want to shuffle in my Keranos. We are going to start casting Telling Times. Yeah, so they are running Kiki. Interesting. Cascade Bluffs is usually a dead giveaway for stuff like that. So card in my hand, Snapcaster, or Keranos. We do want Keranos, but we do also we're also light on lands. We're gonna snap Serum Vision. So yeah, let's put card in my hand. Card on top. We'll get rid of that Snapcaster. Chose Keranos over Snapcaster. We'll see if that punishes me. So now that I'm 100% there on Kiki, I do regret taking out my removal. So let's get Steam Vents, I suppose. And pass the turn. Yeah, for some reason, even though I just said out loud that I'm going to get rid of Snapcaster, I thought I'd still have access to Snapcaster this turn. We can still Electrolyze on their turn. Or opt. Maybe we'll opt and Telling Time. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Because that looks at the most cards, and I think we do it in this order. We're very much looking for lands. So we want to start fetching more white sources. I think actually this Steam Vent should be a Sacred Foundry. I think so. Because we have an abundance. Okay, well, now we don't. We'll put this in our hand and this on top of the library. We have an abundance of blue sources. Let's fire off this opt too. Let's just start going hog wild. This might bite us in the dust later, but we'll see. Okay, sweet. Augur's great here. Do we just want to jam it? Hold up Electrolyze? Sure. Or hold up Electrolyze. Let's jam the Augur. Sweet. Anytime an Augur resolves, I feel like I just can't lose. Okay. So we definitely want this to go away. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping to see a land. Because if we see a land, then we can play this with Dispel Backup. So maybe we Condescend. Yeah, okay. So we're definitely putting this on turn. We'll Condescend next turn. Put it another card below. Really doesn't matter here where we put back. So let's protect the Karanos, I suppose. So opponent's missing out on white mana. Wow, this has been a long-ass game. Wow, opponent missed their land drop. So let's attack. All right. I guess we pass here. I really want to Condescend something. Looks like we'll be able to. Okay, so Condescend that for 1. We even get to counter it. That's phenomenal. When Condescend is a counter for 2 mana, it is just insane-o good. Okay, so we're gonna hide it again. Well, are we? We can't protect it anyways because we're not gonna get any lands. Let's just jam it next turn. We could also just play it for 1 with the spell backup. That might be good enough. Snapcaster Serum Visions. Okay, well, unless they have... oh, they're not playing it? Okay. This is great for us. So now we can jam it. We can get 2 4/4s down. Because this represents Dispel, but it does not. Yes, it does not represent. Well, it also represents Surgical, or whatever that spell is that counters sorcery spells. With Delirium, I believe it has. So we're getting in. We know we're drawing a Snapcaster, so we're light on lands. Fair. Resto is great. Ooh, Path. Alright, well, we'll get rid of that for sure. Let's get the second plains over the second island. Let us snap back, rest, or entreat eventually. Yeah, sure. If we get double ramped here, I think that's an okay outcome for an entreat. Of note, it's also good to get Snapcasters off the board because they go great with Kiki Jiki. Ooh, P and Kieran. Okay, Electrolyze would be good here. I got a Snapcaster anyways. So I am just going to use this Electrolyze over jamming Keranos. I think if we can draw into a land. Oh. Well, I'll dispel that. Nice. I really wanted to get that draw going, and those two blockers buy them a lot of time. Cryptic. Well, we might as well dispel this if they're trying to bounce it. It gets rid of their draw too, and if they have another dispel, this is okay. This is an okay spot to fish it out because it taps them, and we can jam Keranos and probably just win. Okay, that's okay. If we didn't have Keranos, I think we just let that resolve. But because we've got big Papa K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't snap anything. Ooh, Saheeli seems good. I'm gonna bottom this, top this. We'll just go all out. Bottom both of those. So I don't think we can get comboed out here. I'm sure of it, actually. Of note, Kiki plus Resto is also an infinite combo, so they've probably got both combos in the deck. I'm sure anyone running Cascade Bluffs is running Kiki Jiki. I bet my life on it. Yep. Keranos, boom, bang. Interesting. I might snap Condescend, whatever this is. I could also snap Cryptic. I think that's better. Oh no, I can't snap Cryptic. Can I snap Condescend? 1, 1, 2, 3. We can tap them out. Yeah, I thought I had a Cryptic. This is actually kind of bad. Let's just get this Electrolyzed then. We'll let this resolve. We're gonna get rid of the click. I'm pretty sure they get rid of Saheeli here. And they got rid of Dispel. Interesting. So that means they might have a counter here. Sure. No. Huh. I guess I should have waited. Of note, I think we only have this one Steam Vents. So I'm not going to jam Saheeli. Another reason, yeah, the mana base is in need of some work. I'm going to change it after this one, actually. Sure. Boom. So they know about Saheeli. But Riverwise Augur is going to set up our Keranos flip, so I don't think they can kill us. I could be wrong. If they have a lightning bolt in hand, they could, certainly. Nope. Because I would prefer this to resolve. Ooh. Right on time. Let's put back Glacial Fortress. Do we want to shuffle any of these away? Oh crap, we can't undo. Oh, there it is, dump it on top. Alright, so right click the card. You can't undo, but you can right click the card to undo. I don't think Relic actually does anything for us here. I guess it lets us draw. So we can put back... so let's just put back Relic and Cryptic Command. They have to block here. The reason I'm doing it that way is because I just want a Keranos to trigger. I kind of was getting lost in what was the best card in that situation. So they're attacking, yep. But unless they have a way to... I mean, they could Cryptic bounce this. Helix. Okay. So on their upkeep, I'm going to tap. Yeah, because I don't think we can lose any other way. I guess we could lose the Snapcaster. Yeah, so let's play defensively. All right. Well, that was a grind. So it doesn't look like this deck wins fast, so there's that. So I do think I want to get a bit more aggressive. We'll bring in Helix. We just have that one red source, right? Yeah. Okay, well, we need to change that. 1, 2... Relic is still fine. Could just get rid of Terminus entirely. Don't hate it. Yeah, sure. Gonna just try to play a bit of a beatdown because we do not have much in the way of clock. Gonna fetch Steam Vents here. Sure. Get our blue out of the way. I guess we can do this turn 3. No, we can't actually because we're gonna have to fetch. In that case, I would have rather drawn the come on. This is my draw step. Would have rather drawn the Entreat, just to have access to it. Sure. So we're going to jam Snapcaster out to get the beats going. Fetch Plains. Boop. Having this draw step is messing with me because I'm so used to not having it. Draw step stop. So, triple Riverwise Augur. Pretty great, but also not necessarily the best. Okay, so we're going to fetch... Prayer Stream's fine. And then Telling Time. Hand top. Whew. I'm going to save this to use with these augurs. Oh, wrong card. Do you have a counter spell? It looks like they do. Use the logic knot. Yep. No. So our game plan is just to jam augurs from here on out. Colonnade was good for them. Resto is going to be very good here. Oh, it's not a Resto. So let's just jam and well, jam another augur. We're going to attack into this Kitchen Finks and then just electrolyze its remains. We want one of these lands. And I think we want this other augur. So let's put Keranos back on top. Helix was a decent draw as well. It's unfortunate we didn't just draw Keranos, because that would have been a windmill slam if I've ever seen one. Colonnade could just kill us here. I will block. Okay. Tap for blue. Wow, they protect it. I did not expect that. We attack? I guess we don't. Yeah, only having access to one red source is punishing, especially post board. Alright, opponent's game plan is to set up the defenses. Beat us on clock. Can we beat that? Let's find out. Okay, jam Keranos. Do not do it in my draw step. Whew! If this gets countered, we're pretty dead. Looks like it's getting countered. Counterflux. Wow, opponent goes deep. Nope. So we are on the Resolve and Entreat the Angels plan. So Saheeli Rai, I think, is going to be bouncing this Augur if we get a chance to bounce it. Looks like we will. Jam the Augur. Hold up Lightning Helix. What good it will do for us, I'm not sure. Top. Oh, that was wrong. I wanted to top one of these two cards, probably Cryptic, and then maybe jam Saheeli. I want to just get rid of that. Yeah. I want Saheeli to be getting me some Augur value. Wow. Really expected opponent to attack with that colonnade. Counter draw. I guess that's why they didn't. -2. We can get in for 2 here. Let's put back land Cryptic. So it's gonna be tight on time. We'll see. Looking for it. If it's not Entreat the Angels, it's going to the bottom. Search for Escanta is going to help us get to Entreat the Angels. We knew that was there. Just Helix it. Yep. Yep. Ugh. Come on, deck. Let's put back Condescend, Flood Strand. So they didn't even block. Interesting. So we have to hit Entreat here, or else we're going to lose on time. Opt is fine. Any order. Opt. Bottom. Snapcaster. Helix. We're going to lose on time. So we needed to hit Entreat there. Interesting. So if we'd hit Entreat there, we would have had enough time to get one more attack step. I think once they got ahead on clock, it wasn't necessarily, I don't think it was correct for us to, sure. Actually, it's just F6. Yeah, we didn't get it. Unfortunate. Yeah, I should have played faster in the first 2 games. This game was very winnable. Gross. Of note, Ascanta isn't a draw, so it can't trigger miracles on your opponent's step. But yeah, I can't even draw any more cards. Yeah, this I think we win this. Well, if we don't win it, we come very close. Dang, that sucks. That one stings. Ooh, let's get another. Do we just want mountain? I don't think so. So maybe second steam vents over glacial fortress. Don't hate it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 basics for Prairie Stream. Prairie Stream's just there as a painless way to fetch a double land. I think these lands are actually really good. In fact, if there was a blue-red land, I would play that over most of my pain lands, shock lands. I think the deck seemed good. Otherwise, like, the only problem was that it takes a lifetime to play a game of Magic with it, apparently. Let's get back in. Yeah, Brainstorm is good. It's a lot better when I am not playing fast and I brainstorm optimally, but it was good. I really liked that we had game in a matchup where Terminus wasn't great, and I think that's going to be the hallmark of if this deck is competitive or not. I think Terminus, if you're playing in a matchup where Terminus is great, you can probably just jam almost any card you want into a deck plus Terminus, and you're going to be all right, as long as it's an eventual way to win the game. We do keep this. Okay, that's pretty gross. Ooh. Ooh. Something's bad in that iced coffee. Yowza. Let's just play the Steam Vents tapped here. That's unfortunate. I like the way the game's played out, though. Okay. Gotta need a land. I'm gonna also need to remember about this draw step. I think there's a way to turn bluffing on in your draw step. And I might do that instead of the draw step step. Draw step stop. Ooh. Playing against Storm. They bottomed. Interesting. I think I'm just going to jam out the Snapcaster here. It's probably not Storm, but I think I'm okay with that. I like being first to act in these matchups. That's unfortunate. Plus, we get in for 4 there with Saheeli, though I wouldn't have done that. I will also 1000% path my own Snapcaster here if there's a lightning bolt being thrown at it. Sure. Land. All right. I do wish this was a battle land. Yeah, we're gonna take some more pain. We're gonna try to jam Saheeli. I don't expect it to resolve, but if she does, we're in a very good spot. Remand here would stink. Yeah. Well, it could be Storm. And if so, we might be dead. Blood Moon here is really annoying as well. Okay. Well, not dead. It could also be the blue-red combo lists, which Terminus was going to be good against them. Ugh, gross. And so is Path. So we could jam Saheeli. I think we do. Into another Remand. Well, pretty glad I got that Snapcaster down. Well, third time's a charm with Saheeli, right? Gross. Anything? Does opponent have the third Remand? Fingers crossed. No, Cryptic this time. Well, that's always a good play. Whenever you can chain Remand, whenever you can Remand the same spell twice and then Cryptic it, you're pretty far ahead. So let's see what this is. Electrolyze. Interesting. Well, we can still go. Awesome. So we can hold up our own Cryptic here, or we can play Riverwise Augur. I think I'm good passing. We can give opponent a taste of the same medicine if they try to tap out for something. Our removal here is great against Kiki Jiki combo. I'm just going to electrolyze. Opponent is light on life. So I'm thinking this is a blue-red combo list. I'm just not sure which one. Probably whichever one's been doing well recently. 4. So they're Cryptic in this. Okay. So opponent's definitely digging. 1, 2. Let's jam the Augur. We have Path for their shenanigans. They will have interaction up because they've got what, 6 mana right now. Yeah. So it's either Kiki. Okay, good. That resolves. Love it when this resolves. So we're gonna definitely. Ooh. And they bolt it. Even better. Could have pathed it, but it's okay. So let's top Path Terminus. I didn't think we played a land this turn. Punt. I might bottom the Terminus in that case. We wanted to do Terminus then Path. Basically, I just wanted access to a sweeper in case they decided to go infinite on us. So, opponent topped with off? Yeah. Well, we know what it is. So let's pass. We also know our next card is a land, I believe, and we're okay not getting that. We're going to save this Flooded Strand, though, for as long as we can, more than likely. Snapcaster. What's he going to get? Electrolyze? Opt. We'll let Opt resolve. I think we Helix the Snapcaster though. Do we? We could Helix face, put them to 6. And then our Snapcasters start looking lethally. Should have done this on their turn though. Give them the opportunity to Cryptic if they have another one. Okay, well they're still going to. Sure, that's a fair trade. Yeah, we definitely wanted to do that on their turn. For some reason I thought we were on their turn. Not paying enough attention, Andrew. Let's drink this gross iced coffee. Yeah, it's great. So, well, we are going to fetch. So I think at this point we want our Riverwise Augurs to be putting Terminus on top. We don't want to get rid of that. Search is good. Let's jam that. So we have enough mana for a Cryptic and a Path, and that's it. I'm trying to decide if we want to fight over this. I think we probably do. Logic, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we can't, so. Well, I mean, we could counter it. The downside to countering is, well, let's just do it. Counter draw. The downside, ooh, come on. Never tap the right land. The downside of countering is that we are stone cold to a Emrakul. So they should be remanding their own spell here. Yep, that works. So now they get to counter my Cryptic command and then Logic Knot again. Fetch. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if fighting over that was good. This is such a great engine that I think it's okay. We'll see. It could just be a blue-red control list too, which I don't think many people are. I don't think anyone's really playing that. But I do think, and I do believe at this point, that any counter we get out of their hand is great, because I'm sure they're playing combo, and that's one less counter for them to combo us off with, or to protect their combo with. It's also one less counter for them to have for our Entreat the Angels. I'm going to hold on to this path. I think I want to electrolyze that bad boy. Maybe Helix. Come on, Entreat. Well, I guess we wait. So we have Snap Cryptic. We also have Snap Helix, which I think is where I want to be. I want to be Helixing their dome next turn if they attack us. Electrolyze, sure. Snapcaster, Electrolyze. Snapcaster, Bolt. Interesting, so they're holding up the counterspell. So Bolt puts us to 4, which puts us dead to this. So on their upkeep, we're going to do this. Our original plan of waiting for them to attack is now a bit too dangerous. So let's see what they have. Snapcaster for Snapcaster, sure. They're going to Cryptic. So we'll wait for them to cast it, and then we're going to try to get a Terminus going here. Because if we can, because all their Snapcasters are in play currently. They likely have 2 counterspells in hand. They're playing like they do. But we're going to get to survive for another turn, it looks like. Spell Snare. Alright. So let's opt. Bottom that. Island. Sweet. We're doing this all before their draw step because it gives them less access to less cards. But we're pretty sure because of how they played, they have access to a 2-mana spell. Looks to be a counter. If this resolves, we are done. So, I mean, if this doesn't resolve, we're dead. We can just concede. Yep. Got us. All right. It's unfortunate because we didn't get to see what combo, if any, they had. But we're assuming it is there. So I think all of these are going to be good. I think Cryptic is actually going to be kind of bad against them. If only because they've got what looks to be more counterspells than us. So the question is, do we want Terminus or Spot Removal? Terminus is better against... I think we probably do want Terminus over Spot Removal. I just convinced myself. Terminus is better... Like, we can Terminus on their turn, potentially, to get rid of the Infinite Kiki Jikis, and it's also the only answer to an Emrakul that we have. Outside of Cryptic Command, just tapping it. But I don't think they're going to just play willy-nilly into them. So I think we're good with that. I'm thinking it is not Kiki Jiki, if only because of how we didn't see a single Pestermite and stuff. If we're wrong, this sideboard strategy is going to be quite bad. So what are we taking out? We can shave one Cryptic. Shave them all. I don't mind having access to one, though. Stamful Stroke's fine. All these are fine. Yeah, let's shape Cryptic. Double Terminus opt. Click is good though. So I guess we'll keep. Really hoping for old Brian. Brian Storm, help us out. We'll play this tap. I'm gonna shock actually. I wanted to play a tap, but I also want to opt on turn 1. We could save it. Maybe we just nah. We'll opt. Augur, thank you. So we can condescend a 2-drop. Which I doubt they have. Well, we know they have them, but I doubt they're gonna jam a 2-drop on us right here. So they fetch basics. I'm pretty sure they have Blood Moon, so this is gonna get an island. We already have a Plains. Stop on their draw step. And just click them. Ooh, opt. Fair tidings, traveler. Up to your heart's content. Yeah, this is definitely... Smells like a blood moon. I'm expecting this to get remanded, potentially. Logic not too. Sure. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna put these terminuses back. Well, we're gonna try to put all these terminuses back. We can't anymore. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's so bad. Alright. Entreat, then Terminus. We're going to want to fetch away the Entreat. Entreat's more important because we only have one of them. Ideally, we could have fetched away... I wanted to fetch away at least one Terminus. I guess we still do. We just happen to draw one for the turn. Go hog wild, sir. If they get one of these Terminuses, I'll be very happy. If they... I like anything else, I'm fine. Condescend, I think, is the one card I want, so that's probably the card they'll take. Rip from me mercilessly. Well, actually, this is pretty good. So if they get one of our cards because they tapped out on their turn... Ah, they don't. Unfortunate. So I guess now we have to ask ourselves is how important... Oh, I guess we'll wait. They have Dispel up. It's just a 4/4. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if I want to entreat on their turn. I think we can wait. We can get a 4/4 with Condescend for 1 up. It's not so bad. I think we're not going to entreat. Opponent on the race me plan. Just get another island here. Wow. That's aggressive. I think we can Condescend here. Nah, I guess we won't. It's very aggressive from the opponent. The spell was still resolving either way, so Condescend was just scry 2 there. Tester might. Well, we can definitely. Well, if they have just another Dispel and a Kiki Jiki in hand, we are just dead. Looks like they have it. Wow. Well, that explains the aggression. Looks like we dead here, fam. Oh, we are not. So I'm going to side... If we do win this game, I will be sideboarding much differently. Let's get a... I guess we can... Yeah, this is fine. Alright, hope this resolves. Because we're going all in on it. Remand is so good against miracles, yep. That's essentially ball game. They've got a bolt. This is their last card. Yeah, that's ball game. Oh, unfortunate. If they didn't have Remand, that would have been great. Ugh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Dang. I don't think that's a bad matchup. It's just... That's kind of the power of those decks, is that they're all pretty similar, but they... the differences in sideboarding are pretty key. I think we, against that, not the Emrakul list, we want all of our spot removal. We probably want a few, maybe like something like this. And then we bring in Click for sure, Karanos. And our counter spells going down on a couple Cryptics. Maybe go down on all Cryptics. All Terminuses, except for one. Have access to one sounds good. And then we can cut Condescend depending. Saheeli doesn't do too much. It's actually pretty great if we could stick it though, but sticking it's going to be hard. We can also cut an Augur, an Augur. Maybe not. Maybe that's bad. Tapping out is bad against them, so we probably do want to shave one. The same reason we're getting rid of Cryptics, essentially. So this is how I would sideboard against that deck. Shaving one of these. Maybe Negate. Negate's actually not that good. So we could bring in Cryptic, which we, instead of putting on our sideboard, we just erased from our deck. Alright. So let's get all these cards back in. So it'd look like this. Terminus, add one. There it is. Cryptic, get back. Click. Spell. Yada yada yada. Ooh, what card is here? Okay, Riverwise. Boom. So far, I'm feeling like I want more entreats almost every match. Could just be the matchup, but that's the card I've been wanting to top deck the most, and we just have not done it. Well, let's get back in for the last one. We haven't won yet, so that's one thing, but the deck feels good. It's definitely a playable deck, which when you're testing out new things in Modern, that's kind of the first thing I'm looking for. Getting a lot of Terminuses in the opening hand. We can keep this though, Serum Visions. I think the one thing holding back this deck, we're looking for lands with this. Oof. I think we'll bottom both. One thing holding back Miracles in Modern, or this deck, I guess it's the same thing, right? Is we need like Brian Storm, Riverwise Augur is a step in the right direction, and I think makes the deck. Ooh, so we're gonna play against Lantern. Interesting. I have no idea if this is good or bad, but I know I'm very happy that I bottomed those paths. Brian Storm's gonna be quite good against this. So they're about to draw an Inquisition. Anyways, I lost my track there. Let's see what this is. Sure. I wanted to flash in a Snapcaster and get the beats on, but I think I'd rather have a Snapcaster. So yeah, let's play it like this. So they've got a Ghoul Callers now. I don't. So we'll put. Oof, that's good too. This in our hand, and this on top. So they don't want to Ghoul Callers because they want to have access to the Inquisition on their turn. Now they do get to get rid of one of my snaps here. So maybe if I had that read, I would have left Telling Time and then played Snapcaster. Probably should have. But anyways, a card like Telling Time, a card that costs around 2, maybe that's reads similarly, but you can put back a card from your hand. I don't know, just another Brainstorm-like effect. Like it, like how much mana is too much mana for a Brainstorm, or is too little mana? I suppose for Modern is 2 mana Brainstorm. Is that like blue Brainstorm? That's probably way too good. So we get Condescend, which is huge. I don't know, but that's what we're missing here. That or something like I don't know. And they activate Ghoul Callers? Interesting. Well, it's great for us. Do they get rid of their Lantern here? No. So they get to get rid of our Snapcaster with this Thoughtseize, but that's it. Let it resolve. I think even something like unbanning Jace wouldn't do too much. It would make this deck good. Ooh, that's good. It would make the deck good, but it makes all blue decks good. What we really want is a Brainstorm. Really want a blue source too. There we go. I think they're going to let us draw this. And we don't need a blue source immediately. So I'm okay playing it slow. Having Stony Silence is pretty awesome for this matchup. So I will delightfully bring that in. Having 4/4 Angels is not the best for this matchup. Secure the Waste is certainly a whole lot better. So they get Mox Opal with that. That's not so bad. It's good for them, but it's not the worst hit they can have. They could start War of Inventioning next turn because they have 3 blue. I'm okay drawing this. I definitely want to get rid of that, so we'll be opting that to the bottom. This is a matchup I kind of wish I had Ojutai's Command in, just because so much stuff goes to the graveyard. It's great to have access to cards in your graveyard against Lantern. Hoping to just dodge. If we can dodge spot removal, well, there's spot removal. So if we could dodge spot removal and Ensnaring Bridge for the whole game, we're going to be all right. So we get to path this if they go for it, which I think they will. Yeah. Because otherwise, Cryptic Command would be my out to save it. Maybe we want to repeal or something. Get another island. Ooh, Augur's good. So yeah, let's all get our opt on. So they're gonna Codex Shred us. We're gonna bottom this path. Gross. Well, no. Let this resolve. Electrolyze. Definitely bottoming that. Wow. Oh, that was an unfortunate run for us. Witchbane Orb. Pretty good against burn spells. Yeah, it was opponents got us right where they want us. I think we can actually safely concede to a whir. Or an Ensnaring Bridge. Like, I mean, we can get out of it because of Cryptic. That's the thing. Like, it's a whole lot easier to concede against this deck. Botanical Sanctum is what they got. So they've been whiffing kind of on their Ancient Stirrings. So we're kind of being lucky. Ah, crap. Didn't want to draw that. Meant to fetch on the end step. I was just talked right through it. Like a noob. Let's fetch. They're gonna shred it away, but oh, they don't. I think they should care about that. They should also very much care about this. Oh no, the jig's up. I guess they already saw Terminus. Unfortunate. If we had an opt here, we could opt on that. We could do it on their turn. But they're gonna mill this, and then we won't really have a way to win. There's Ensnaring Bridge. So our outs to win now are just beatdowns. Ensnaring Bridge makes that tougher. If they ever get 2 bridges, we're essentially dead. Because we can bounce them with a Cryptic. We can bounce 1 with a Cryptic, but we cannot bounce. We can bounce 1 with a Cryptic and then counter the next one. That's our out. But when they have 2, it becomes very difficult. We need to have double Cryptic. So we're just going to start stockpiling fetch lands. Not conceding here. If opponent hadn't seen Entreat, I might have conceded to that bridge. I could have protected the opt, I suppose, but they would have just shredded it. We're going to fight over the Snapcaster, because that's our best card right now. Steam Vents. And they're going to get rid of my Saheeli. We get a fetch land, that's good. They're going to name Scalding Tarn, though, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they guess Saheeli. Okay, cool. So that's kind of cool for us. They might think we're a Saheeli combo deck, which is nice. I think they'd prefer to, of the two cards they've seen, I think Search is better against them, but I think they're being a little cautious with their Pithing Needle because that is a combo piece. So I don't blame them for naming that. They get back Shredder, sure. They're going to start turbo milling us. Play Shredder. Boop. Yeah. Try to get our Riverwise Augur. They get Telling Time instead. It's unfortunate. We've been a little unlucky. I mean, it's not like there's really any sort of luck or unluck involved in, but they've been milling below our fetch lands or after our fetch lands have been cards that have been decent to mill. I think at this point we're pretty stone cold. Steve Austin here. We'll fight the good fight. So we can take out all these terminuses and paths. I do wish I had Devastation Tide. Maybe I want some of those in the sideboard, because that's all non-land permanents, which would be pretty great against Lantern here. Electrolyze is good. They should mill that. Yep. Cryptic is good. They should mill that. Okay, so now we have... How many Cryptics in the yard? We only have one more Cryptic left. I think we're okay letting... Well, they can't mill it unless they want to get rid of one of their lanterns. Sure, that's fine. There's a whir. That's going to kill us. For all intents and purposes, at least. So unless we can get something going here, well, we're going to draw that path. We're dead. Let's see what they search up with whir, I guess. It's kind of good that they see the second Saheeli, so they might think we're Saheeli rich. Well, we do only have 16 cards left. They technically don't even need to. Let's see. I assume they are going to whir. And I also assume they're going to get Ensnaring Bridge. Sure. No, they're not. Okay, we'll just concede here then. Alright, cards that are bad. Boom. Boom. 8 fat ones. I think everything else is fine. Cards that are good. Stony Silence. Is Graph Diggers any good? No. I think we want all this nonsense. That's 6 cards. Disdainful Stroke gets whir. Well, that's it. Dispel gets whir, and I think that's also it. We definitely don't want a single one of these cards, so we might actually have to bring in something a little subpar. That's not any good. I guess we bring that in just to counter whir. Nah, if we're just countering whir, we might as well just bring in Dispel. We could also bring in the graveyard cards against them. I don't know. I don't know, though. I guess this cycles, so that's fine. Just leave it like this. Riverwise is deceptively good against them because we can hide stuff. But yeah, the game plan, I mean, Telling Time, we can make their life kind of difficult actually with Telling Times, Condescends, and Augurs. Like, that's 8 cards that messes with the top of our library. We can also click, which draws. Keranos can be good. Saheeli Rai, like all these cards that draw a card. We're actually, I mean, we have a lot of cards that matter. These two, right? So most of our deck actually, it's kind of difficult for them to interact with. Yeah, we'll keep this. I think we actually lead on Relic. I want to give us the most opportunities to draw lands for 1. And the longer you can have Relic active, the better. I mean, Relic is not a good card. It just, in this matchup, it shuts down their Academy Ruins, which is important. Oof. And I guess their Codex Shredders as well. The lesser known second ability on Shredder. Return target card from your graveyard. Sure. So I assume they're going with Saheeli here. And we get to get this Inquisition, not that it matters. They also go with Cryptic. They're both good. So opponent probably wants to bobble me. And then if it's any good, they'll shred it. Which is what they've done. Let's see if they shred. They're deciding. I wonder if this coffee is going to make me sick. Probably. Spoiler alert. Be on the lookout. Okay. Well, the top card wasn't worth shredding. Well, yeah, I guess we can't cast it. Serum Visions. We're saving this. Both of these cards are good. So we're gonna undo that. Top. We're gonna get this bobble out. Pass the turn. To be honest, I actually completely forgot about the Codex Shredder for some reason. So I wanted to probably try to level or next level them by topping the land and then the Condescend. Sure. Grafdigger's Cage actually just shuts down our Snapcasters, which is, you know, important. But it's not that big. It's essentially a 0 in our deck. So that's one card. They probably already have them. Main deck anyways. Ooh, they have a bridge? Okay. So they're going to get bridge down. Just going to make our life not good. We're going to get Steam Vents. We're going to opt. We're going to bottom it. We're going to not be able to... Well, we can actually draw it, which is nice. And we get to draw Serum Visions. Pretty good turn for us. So we have Cryptic and Snapcaster in hand. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. What? I guess Blood Moon? Yeah, they don't go for it. Which is kind of interesting that they didn't go for it. I wonder if they have. They probably have a abrupt decay. I guess they're getting. I'd get Serum Visions if I was them. Yep. There's no way they can let us draw this, so they're gonna shred it. Land is fine. Turns on. Oh, it doesn't turn on Cryptic Command. There's the decay. Okay. Their turn made sense. We do get to Augur here. So I don't think Helix is going to be all that good. So we're going to put... Ooh, that's a good card to know about. I wonder if they probably paid attention. If they were paying attention to that, they saw that. I'm sure they did. They're playing Lantern. So the turn that comes down, they're probably going to bridge this turn. Boom. So they bridge this turn. Our game plan from there on out is to set up a turn where we can Cryptic Command. We're going to hopefully be able to cast that Entreat. I don't know if we'll be able to. Sure. Shred it. Shred it. Come on, you know you want to. They don't. We're just a turn. If we had drawn this, yep, yeah, you got that. There's our Entreat. Woo! We're not going to be able to do anything with it then. Opponent's going to shred it. Ooh, maybe they don't? They have to, right? They don't. I will reveal it. And I will cast. This is I think it's an oversight on our opponent's part because they know about this Cryptic. We're dangerously close to just lethaling them next turn. Now we can just lethal them next. Well, no, we can't. Wow, we're one away. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14. So I think we Ensnaring Bridge bounce. Get our attack in and then just try to Snapcaster. Another whir. Or a whir. That would make sense. They just wanted us tapped out for a whir. It's unfortunate. Yeah, dang it. So my game plan, I could have left up 1 for a Dispel. Yeah, that stinks. And then had 2 Angels. They're going to give us a Snapcaster? They can't. Wow, they do. Ballsy. Alright, well, because they gave us this Snapcaster, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we get up to 10 mana, or if they let us get this, then we can win. Inquisition's good, though. We can negate it. So we have to negate this Inquisition because we need 10 mana as our out to winning. Negate. Just gotta draw mana. This is gonna be a real boring game. Augur's fine. I'm gonna cast it. The more creatures we can add to the board, the better. Let's put back Flooded Strand. Augur? I guess I could have put back Dispel. Ooh, they're digging. So they're feeling pretty confident. If they get a third bridge out, then we're pretty toast. Wait a sec. Did we bring in? We brought in Stony Silence. Okay, well that's an out too. We draw Saheeli right here. I don't know if they know this. They should know this. Wow, another Cryptic. So we can put back Dispel Flooded Strand. Because now that we have double Cryptic, we just need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can do this next turn. So yeah, let's put back Snapcaster, I guess. One, two, three, 4. Get Steam Vents. Did not mean to get Steam Vents there. I don't think it's going to matter though. I could brainstorm again. Sure, I might as well. Probably should have actually plussed. Okay, this is good too. Well, then now they know we have Stony Silence. We'll put back both of our lands because we've played lands already. We can opt into the other land. And we win next turn, unless they Stirrings into a bridge here. So oh, okay. As long as they don't have another bridge here, we're okay. No bridge one time. No bridge one time. No bridge. Yes. All right. So, hilariously enough, we win. We just bounce both of those, attack in for a bazillion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's. I don't think there's anything they can do, so I don't even care. I could have opted to try to get that. Yep, sure. Unfortunate that we just showed them those two cards. We didn't necessarily have to. I can't believe we did it this way. Sure. Play to your outs, kids. Sometimes you get there. Yeah, I don't think there's a way we lose here. If they have a cryptic, that would be that'd be a pretty good beat. Ooh. So they're, what are they doing? Green mana? Sure. I mean, that has the same effect. Destroying it does is returning it to your hand. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and Saheeli is 19. So they almost gained life out of it. I should have Saheeli before. Keep that on top. So if they had drawn into like a Abrupt Decay or something. That's a good win. That's a good old-fashioned win right there. That's just a good country win. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. That was great. Let's run it back. So maybe we want hard artifact removal, but I think Stony's fine in most matchups. And Snapcaster and Cryptic really helps the in a lot of matchups. It's really this combo here is kind of why Blue's great in Modern, because Modern's a really wide format, but these cards are great against essentially every deck, and even at their worst, they're playable. Like, you never really, these are never dead cards. You very, very rarely side them out, except if you have better stuff to bring in and you don't want, and the Cryptics are going to be hard to cast through like a Blood Moon, but even then, they're good in those matchups. This is a great hand. Stony Silence is weak to Abrupt Decay, but I think we have to keep it. And Hand Disruption, obviously. Mox Opal into Ancient Stirrings. Let's see what they get. Bridge would be a good get, always is. Ooh, we probably also want an Engineered Explosives in the sideboard. We want to save our fetches, so we're just going to play this here Island and pass. Fingers crossed for no Hand Disruption. Stony Silence is going to be great. Come on, let's get there. Let's get there. That's a black. Yep. No Hand Disruption. Yes. Okay. Well, they still have one more color of mana. White? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Whew. Ooh, because they have 2 lanterns, I think they're probably going to shuffle my library here. Maybe not. Alright. Haymaker number 1. They could have Abrupt Decay in hand, and they do have the mana to cast it. They just got rid of our island. I don't know if that's good. I guess they wanted to activate their Codex Shredder. Yeah, there's the Abrupt Decay. Alright. We tried to live the dream. We tried. They can't fault us. Adventurous Fair? Okay. Ensnaring Bridge on top, which means, can we even condescend it? Yeah, I think we can. So I wanted to slam Saheeli here, but we can't. They knew our top card was Serum Visions, so I'm sure they are not going to jam this Ensnaring Bridge. Because we had a card to cast and we just didn't do it. Augur's good. Upside is if they don't cast it, we can slam out a Snapcaster here. Stirrings. The old triple Stirrings Abrupt Decay draw. Pretty great one. Another Shredder. Yep, they don't go for it. As predicted. Ooh, now they know about a Condescend. We're going to save that. I'm okay drawing Condescends. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can definitely Condescend still. So I think let's Serum Visions here. So I want to be able to play Saheeli. Yeah, I think we're good with both of these actually. Lands are fine right now. Once again, I thought I didn't play a land this turn. So lands were a little worse, but they're still fine. I think I might crack one fetch. Oh, they could. Well, I'm definitely cracking a fetch now. They know about the Condescend. Maybe they're just, because I double topped, they're okay jamming here. Let's get Island. I was going to try to get Prairie Stream, but I think we got to get Steam Vents here. Condescend for 2. I think we can safely bottom this. Well, we'll top both. Should have topped the Augur first, because we double topped. They're going to know that the Augur's below it. But they have to chew through Serum Visions if they want to get to it. And I'm okay drawing both of these. Okay, so gut check time here. We can play Saheeli Rai and have a Condescend for 1. They have 0 cards in hand. They're probably going to mill this land. So they have 1, 2, 3, 3-ish looks. I think it's not worth it. So let's have a Condescend for 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4. So 1, 2, 3. Well, hang on. So they can have access to... They can pay for 2 at most. So 1, 2... So we need a Condescend for 4. So... No, we need a Condescend for 3. So, yeah. We're passing again. Okay, they ended up not making that play. So if we knew they were going to mill ourselves, which I think is the wrong move here. Wow. Snapcaster into Snapcaster. Then I think they probably wanted to look at their own top. Well, they knew it. They probably wanted to... I think they wanted to mill towards a bridge. Because if they can resolve a bridge, that's very good for them. But they kept me from playing my Saheeli, so that's good too. Alright, Inquisition will resolve getting any one of these cards, so... What's Snapcaster? Condescend, I suppose? Looking for lands. They do have a Whir coming, so that's not good. We're looking for ways to interact with this whir. Top. I'm pretty sure they're gonna mill me, but that's fine. It's a tough choice for them, kinda. There's a Snapcaster. They're gonna mill that. So let's play this Flooded Strand. Get a Prairie Stream is fine. That's not good. Okay. We can Snapcaster getting back. We can copy a Snapcaster getting back Cryptic, but not on their turn. Alright, so they need access to 3 blue, and then 1, 2, 3, so they have plenty enough. So I guess we're just going to let this whir happen. And we're going to Snapcaster Serum Visions. And we also get in for 6 here. So we're going to maximize our damage. Telling Time's good too. What's better? I want this opt, so I guess Serum Visions is best. Alright, so top, undo. Dang, we were so close actually. So we want negate. We want Cryptic on top. We get to draw this Cryptic unless they want to get rid of their Lantern, which they probably did. So we get in for 6, put them to 11. Saheeli dings them for 1 a turn. So we get in for 4 next turn, for 4, 5. If we want to get rid of this, use this Cryptic command. And I think we do, because we have a negate, which they're probably going to get rid of. Oh, they have to take pain from the Spires. That's good. Well, just 1 damage. Sure. So put them to 7, 6. And then we don't have to fade that many turns, that many draws. We just have to be able to outstrip 2 Codex Shreds a turn. So that's 16 turns. I like that. I like those odds. So this is good here for us. So we get to draw this because they're going to try to shred it. Return target permanent, draw a card. We're going to hide the Telling Time. I guess we'll hide both. We're not really light on mana. Well, no. Let's do it this way. Bottom. Top, I guess. I should have topped both because I think they have to mill us. Ooh, they gain a life every turn. That's something I forgot about. That's fine. Get another bridge. We can get in for 6 this turn. But I think it's best just to let Sleeping Dog... Let's see. Get in for 6. We want to keep Saheeli, so we're not going to... We can get in for 5, put them to 3. Nah, I think we're good like this. We'll kill them next turn with a click. We'll keep this opt on top as well. So they're going to stay at 7. We get to click them. I think they wanted to, yeah. Opponent's also at a spot where they probably can't win in 3 minutes. They got to mill that. So Saheeli is actually pretty good. If they mill themselves, okay, they don't. Then we would click if it's anything important. Saheeli's pretty great, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we 1, 2. Yeah, we have enough mana. So 1, 2, 3. That's game. Thanks, Cryptic Command. So Saheeli's decent in this matchup, and I think's pretty nice in this deck in general. It could be that we'd prefer to have Nissa or something, because Scry 2 against opponents saw the writing on the wall. Scry 2 against them is very good as well. So I don't know, but I was happy with Saheeli, with the Saheeli build of this. We've somehow lost access to the bottom. Let's sort this. By converted mana cost, that'll help. Okay. No. Sort by converted mana cost. Stretch it out. Put everything kind of where it is, ideally, mana-wise. Okay, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this deck. I don't think it's I think we still need to work on it. I don't think it's A++, but Saheeli is cool. It's cool in this deck. Bouncing your augurs is insane value. Bouncing your copying the Snapcaster is insane value. And Scry 1 plus the incidental damage is nice. I don't think we got to cast a Terminus the whole time, which is kind of funny. But Terminus is obviously great. Death and Taxes was big last weekend on the modern metagame, so we're probably going to see more Death and Taxes recently. So I think Terminus is good. It's very good. You might want to shave a Terminus for a Supreme Verdict or something, but I'm going to jam the 4 Terminuses until I get a better read on the deck. But it could be that ideally we want the at least access to 1 Supreme Verdict, especially with something like Search to dig for him. Very, very happy with Entreat. I think this is it's a neat little package. I think this is a deck I'm going to play more of and try to get better. Maybe play it on stream a few times. Maybe you guys have some good ideas for it as well. I think Opt is necessary for a lot of matchups. Condescend was good. More of a glue card. I think you do want the permission. I'm not sure if Condescend is the one, but I think I like Condescend better than even something like Logic Knot or Mana Leak even. We're in it for the Scry, and if we can get any spell, that's just gravy. Because most of the time we're playing Drago, essentially, except for like if we have Serum Visions or whatnot. But it could be that I was playing the deck too aggressively. And I wanted to save all of my cantrips for later. Most of the spots I felt like I needed to hit land drops, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this was my first official playthrough with the Jeskai version of the list, and I'd played like a practice match or two with a blue-white version just to see. So yeah, maybe the lines could have been better. Maybe they'll be better in the future. I don't know. I'm still interested very much in the Bolt for Path. Sure, maybe that's because three of my matchups were Path wasn't all that great against them, and Bolt would have been fine. Also, I don't know why I brought in none of those Steam Vents over Sacred Foundry. I think Sacred Foundry everyone access to, at least one. So that's a bit, results oriented, but I think Terminus should be enough for your big fat creatures you want to path. I could be wrong, but I could also be a Bolt fanboy, and I just want to jam Bolt and everything. But I think maybe in this deck we might want Bolt more than Path, which is something you don't normally say. Kind of that's the reason you play White usually with blue-red decks. But so yeah, it's probably crazy talk. We probably still want access to that. Sideboard wise, I think is fine. We could get better. I didn't have a Celestial Purge in there, which I thought I did. But yeah, I think the deck's good. We could definitely refine it, and I will be refining it in the future. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those marathon matches. Good God, they were long. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day, etc., etc. And I'll see you guys around tomorrow with another upload. I've been kind of trying to wait out the Blood Sun prices before doing it, and also I've been struggling trying to think of a great list for Blood Sun, but I think I'm going about it the wrong way. And I just need to jam Blood Sun and Blood Moon and just see what happens. I know it's not necessarily combo, and they don't necessarily go well together, but I think I need to just start jamming Blood Suns because I've been trying to theory craft with Blood Sun, and nothing's coming to me outside of the usual, what everyone's thought of. Like, it's good with bounce lands. It's surprisingly good in Tron, which, it's kind of gross. I haven't run into it yet, but yeah, I want to try to get a Blood Sun out there for the good guys here shortly. And I think I'm probably just going to throw something on the wall and see if it sticks sometime this week. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys once again. This is Andrew signing off. Have a good day now. Bye. Goodbye.